Hey guys, it's me and David Lee again. I don't know why I'm starting because David's supposed to start, but take it away, David Lee.
We're changing up. Like you said, we have to be natural. I tweeted yesterday after the video to let go of past traumas. They hold you back. That is verbatim what I said. Would you like to start or should I go?
You can go.
Let go of past traumas. First off, I can talk about it on a racial standpoint. I'm not gonna talk about slavery or anything like that, but because that's a whole different trauma. But like, a lot of black kids grew up getting whoopings. Their father wasn't around. Their mother may have been verbally abusive, maybe not as mature because they had them at a young age, and all that stuff leads to traumatic um, a traumatic childhood, a childhood that may not have been normal or the status quo. First off, before I even go more into it, I'm not the best at letting go of past traumas. I hold on to stuff sometimes, but I've noticed that the more you let go of things and stop holding on to it, being bitter, your mind opens up, and that thing that's pulling on you and holding you back, it's gone. Yes, he's probably gonna talk about this more. Yes, your mom gave you whoopings, okay, right? But you can't hold that against her. She now has known better and what to do. Like, I have siblings, they don't get whoopings at all. And I know my mom's gonna watch it, and I've said it before. They don't get whoopings at all. I got whoopings. I didn't get beat or anything, but I got whoopings, and that did leave a little effect on me. But like, I can't blame my mom for what she did. That's at that point. That's what she knew was best. That's what she thought was best. That's what she grew up on. So I can't like have a grudge on her, blame her. Like, oh, you used to give me whoopings and stuff like that. You gotta let that go and learn to forgive and realize she didn't know any better. This is her first time in life too. She did not know what she was doing. I learned that. I'm getting older now. I'm like, I can't hold on to it forever. You waste more energy being mad at someone and it's just so angry, or someone cheated on you and you're just gonna be mad at them for the rest of your life. At the end of the day, they're not losing sleep at all.
And that also goes back to sitting in your energy. If they're not losing sleep about
Go
it,
back to the
like,
first video.
yeah, if you're like, oh, they should be losing sleep, now you're in their energy. Like, that's what they should be doing. But that's their life. Leave them. Like, again, if you know you did right, like, you live by you, again, just live you. But kind of to, I guess, go to what David was saying, I have a different experience. I love my mom to death. I wasn't like beat, like, but like, I think it was a matter of consequence recognition because my dad never beat me because I knew with my dad, if I didn't do what I was supposed to, he says, you're not going to be able to do that, and that's your fault because you made that choice. So it's a matter of consequence recognition. But I found with my mother, she didn't really know how to do it because she tried in so many different ways, but I still wouldn't listen because I was a little kid. I can acknowledge that I wasn't listening, but her beating me was the way I was able to listen. So as much as, yeah, it's frowned upon, it did work, and it did make me the person I am. And I say that every time. Yes, it made me the person I am. I'm on track. I don't mess around as much, but I also didn't recognize that also came with negatives. It made me a huge people pleaser. And again, in the last video, I talked about putting my worth in the hands of others. And it took me years to figure it out, and I explained it to my mom. I said, I love you. I would not trade you for anything in the world, but it did come with some negatives. And it was hard to get her to see it because obviously she has her mindset. I have my mindset. And like, it's not known. So having that conversation without putting up a wall will get you so much further. And I said, I will preach that it taught me so much good, and you can preach that it taught good because like, I didn't end up bad, like, you kept me out of the streets, whatever it may have been, right? But it did turn me into the people pleaser to where I was like, okay, this person loves me, but they're willing to beat me, so like, where's the line? And I didn't know it, but once I finally figured out, hey, it's consequence recognition and it's the best she knew, like, there's no malice against her, and now we're able to move on. I know it was out of love. My mom loves me. She was here last weekend. We went on walks talking about life and everything. I'm the closest I've ever been with my mom, but what did I have to do? Let go of the past trauma. She had to let go of the past trauma that I'm not going to mess up anymore, so she doesn't have to worry about possibly, you know what I mean? Like, possibly beating me again or whatever. And like David says, like, letting go of the past trauma, you can build. Because if me and David were to enter into business and he may have messed up and took money from me before, And David's like, I'm a reformed man. I'll never take money from you again. And I'm like, nah, he's taking money. I'm never going to put that much money into the business. I'm now holding back on prospering, not only for us, but for myself. Even if I want to be selfish and make $1 billion, because I'm not investing in my company anymore, because I'm worried about David Lee. And he's trying to help me. He's changed. But I'm holding on to the trauma that's pulling us both back.
That's something that's a good point. The last part for sure, like mistakes, and especially business wise, Steve Jobs, just Bezos, Tommy Hilfiger, they all failed, and if they hold on like, oh, I'm not gonna try again because I failed once, and that's a traumatic story for me, they would have never reached where they got to today. You have to fail, which I'll talk about in the next video. Failure is good, and embrace being embarrassed.
Failure is the best thing, actually. I swear by failure because it's all framing. Because I say you win and you learn, you don't lose. The only way you lose is by refusing to learn.
And you have to let go of past traumas.
Amen.
To do that. I mean, you can apply this to
Every
everything.
scenario of
Relationships, sports.
Your girlfriend lied to you. If she's not gonna lie to you again, and that's another thing. There's a difference between letting go of past traumas and learning from experience.
Yeah.
The word trauma is very scary, like holding people down. You have to learn when you did no wrong and you did everything you could, and then you have to learn, I guess, kind of the steps to the recipe to failure and the recipe to success. And when you realize the recipe to failure is recurring, then that's not trauma. That's like an actual recipe to failure. You know what I mean?
But also, the trauma also teaches you a lesson. And if you respond to trauma, you can turn that, like he said, into something better. You can build off of that. Your body responds to trauma. If you get a cut, your body doesn't just keep the scar there. Maybe if it's super deep, obviously, but it builds over it and it strengthens that spot. And you can do that for everything. You stab the earth, dirt will pile up and keep building over it. It's not just gonna stay there. If you hold on to those certain things and just leave a scar there, like, see, look, I hurt myself. You're never gonna let go. Babies fall down and walk. If the baby's like, I fell down, I got hurt, I'm never gonna walk again. The baby's never gonna learn how to walk. But the baby has a forgetful mindset at that age, and they get up and keep trying and trying and trying and trying. But if the baby had our mindset right now, like, I fell, I don't want to do it again. I hurt myself, I cried. The baby's never gonna learn how to walk.
I'm gonna give a crazy off the map analogy. But let's say everyone has grandparents, parents, whatever, that play the lottery. Now they are definitely traumatized because I know a lot of people aren't winning. But what do? They buy it again. Why? Because they have hope that something's gonna change.
1 out of 1,000.
If you hold on to trauma, it's not gonna change. If you let go of trauma, there's hope that stuff can change. That's all I have to say.
I think we're gonna end it off just like that.